there is more water in this right here, drinking water, than has been produced in Franklin County.
Well, that was State Senator Brian King at the state capitol today. He is an outspoken opponent of Governor Sanders' plan to build a 3,000-bed prison in Franklin County. The controversial project has been hamstrung by several issues, including the lack of available water at that proposed location north of Charleston. Now, there has been some talk that the state would look to the city of Ozark as a potential supplier, even though Ozark had passed a resolution opposing the project. But that plan now appears to be more fiction than fact, as our Tyree White found out at tonight's meeting of the Ozark City Council.
You have either a water department employee now or a former one getting on one of our Facebook pages stating you are having secret meetings with the governor.
Yep. I can tell you right now, she and I have not shared any airspace at all or telephone.
Tonight in Ozark, a mystery call and a lot of questions about the governor's proposed prison and who may be pushing to make it happen.
I asked my secretary, who was that call from? We'll scroll it back up and it says anonymous. When I said, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, I got the click.
Mayor Roxy Hall says someone called her claiming the state wanted to speak with Ozark, not about the prison directly, but about possibly upgrading the city's water infrastructure so Ozark could supply water to the proposed prison site in Franklin County. But she says she doesn't know if that call came from the state or just someone giving her a heads up.
I'll be honest with you, I got very frustrated because I wasn't going to reach out to them, because if they wanted to talk to us, they needed to call here.
Hall says the first calls went to River South Rural Water, which buys water from Ozark and then supplies surrounding communities. Whoever was calling tried to negotiate with them, but River South told that person to go through Ozark directly. Still, Hall says no one officially representing the state ever reached out, but the anonymous call to her was about the city's resolution opposing the prison.
And it was, Mayor, the reason you are not hearing from anyone is because of the resolution that the council put in place. So what you need to do is write a letter stating that you would want to talk to someone, that they would come and talk to you, because they weren't going to waste their time after this resolution was in place.
That call is what put the topic on tonight's agenda, not to overturn the resolution, but so Hall could tell the council what she's been hearing and discuss possibly having a conversation with the state. But one by one, residents approached the microphone, urging the council not to back down.
The reason they want that letter gone is so they can use you as a trophy. They will say, look at us. Exactly. Franklin County is for this. The city of Ozark caved.
They're not even being forthright, like Councilman Melton said. That's what got them in this situation, is everything's been behind closed doors, everything's been in secret.
Council members also pointed out that Ozark's water system needs over $22 million in upgrades, regardless of the prison. And even that wouldn't be enough to support a facility of this size. The mayor acknowledged the city may now be a target.
Do you feel like y'all are the key to getting what the state wants?
I think very possibly it could be, since Fort Smith said no, but I don't know, because like I said, we've not been talked to. So who knows?
On your side in Ozark, I'm Tyree White.
Okay, Tyree, thank you. The council did vote tonight to keep its resolution opposing the prison project in place, but members say they want more information about who is making those phone calls and why.